People around Jeffrey Epstein who have died. 1. Robert Maxwell, Ghislaine Maxwell's father and an associate of Epstein, died mysteriously at sea after falling off his yacht in 1991. The cause of death was ruled a heart attack followed by drowning. His death remains a subject of intense speculation to this date. 2. Alfredo Rodriguez was a longtime house manager and butler for Jeffrey Epstein at his Palm Beach mansion. He is primarily known for secretly copying Epstein's Little Black Book and attempting to sell it. After being fired, Rodriguez kept a copy of Epstein's address book, which contained over 1,500 names and contact details of the global elite. He referred to it as his insurance policy, fearing Epstein might try to make him disappear. He died in 2014 of mesothelioma. 3. Marvin Minsky, the father of artificial intelligence and co-founder of MIT's AI laboratory, was linked to Jeffrey Epstein through funding and social associations. In a 2016 deposition, which was unsealed in 2019, Epstein survivor Virginia Giuffre alleged that Ghislaine Maxwell directed her to have intercourse with Minsky during a visit to Epstein's private island, Little St. James. Marvin Minsky died on January 24, 2016 at the age of 88 from a cerebral hemorrhage. 4. Wendy Lee was a celebrity biographer who knew the Maxwell family personally and had previously written about Ghislaine Maxwell's desperation to please her father, Robert Maxwell. She died on May 29, 2016 at age 65 after falling from the balcony of her London apartment. While initial reports suggested a possible suicide due to her grief over her mother's recent death, some close friends and her agent publicly doubted this conclusion, describing her as an eternally optimistic person. 5. Lee Sky Patrick was a victim of Jeffrey Epstein, who has been increasingly cited by survivors and in Department of Justice (DOJ) files as a living consequence of his abuse. She was reportedly first trafficked and abused by Epstein in 2001 at his Palm Beach mansion when she was 14 years old. She died at age 29 on May 30, 2017, from an accidental drug overdose in a West Palm Beach hotel room. 6. Detective Joseph Recarey, the lead Palm Beach detective, led the initial 2005 investigation into Epstein in Florida. He died on May 25, 2018, at the age of 50 after a brief illness. He was the main investigator who pushed for harsher charges against Epstein in 2006. His sudden death at 50 has been the subject of various online conspiracy theories. 7. Isaac Kappy, a minor actor known for roles in Thor and Breaking Bad, became a central figure in conspiracy theories after he accused several Hollywood A-listers of child abuse and pedophilia. The cause of death was suicide on May 13, 2019. He jumped from a transwestern bridge in Bellamont, Arizona. Isaac Kappy was 42 years old. 8. Thomas Bowers, a former Deutsche Bank executive who served as Epstein's private banker, was found dead on November 19, 2019, at the age of 55. His official cause of death was ruled a suicide by hanging. 9. Steve Bing, a movie producer and philanthropist who had been linked to Epstein's social circle, died on June 22, 2020, after falling from the 27th floor of his Los Angeles apartment building. His death was officially ruled a suicide caused by blunt trauma. Reports indicate he had spoken to the FBI about Epstein before his death. 10. The son of Judge Esther Salas, who presided over a class action lawsuit against Deutsche Bank that investors filed. The suit alleged the bank failed to properly monitor high-risk customers, including Jeffrey Epstein, resulting in millions in regulatory fines. On July 19, 2020, just 4 days after being assigned the case, a gunman dressed as a FedEx driver opened fire at her home. The attack killed her 20-year-old son, Daniel Anderl, and critically wounded her husband, Mark Anderl. The suspect, a lawyer with no known link to Epstein, died by suicide shortly after. 11. Efrain Stone Reyes shared a cell with Epstein at the Metropolitan Correctional Center, MCC, in Manhattan during the billionaire's final days. He was transferred out of Epstein's cell on August 9, 2019, less than 24 hours before Epstein was found dead. Reyes died on November 27, 2020, at the age of 51, from COVID-19 shortly after being interviewed by federal investigators. 12. John Connolly, an investigative journalist and former NYPD detective who spent years investigating Epstein's ties and alleged cover-ups, died on January 15, 2022, at the age of 78. His death was attributed to natural causes. 13. Jean-Luc Brunel, a French modeling agent and close associate, was found hanged in his cell at La Santé prison in Paris on February 19, 2022, at age 75. His death was officially ruled a suicide by hanging. 14. Mark Middleton, a White House aide to Bill Clinton, who regularly signed Epstein into the White House, died May 7, 2022. He was found hanging from a tree with an extension cord around his neck and had sustained a self-inflicted shotgun wound to the chest. Just like all the others, his death was ruled a suicide. 15. Anne Heche, an actor who was starring in a Lifetime movie, Girl in Room 13, which explores the dark underworld of trafficking, died on August 5, 2022, after crashing her car. The cause of death was ruled an accident. Online theories suggest Heche was silenced for getting too close to the truth. 16. Stephen Hoffenberg, Epstein's former business partner, was found dead in his Derby, Connecticut, apartment on August 23, 2022, at the age of 77. His body was in an advanced state of decomposition, believed to have been there for at least a week. Authorities found no signs of trauma or foul play and concluded he likely died of natural causes. An autopsy was completed shortly after his death, and the official cause was initially listed as pending, while toxicology tests were conducted. However, toxicology reports were never publicly released. 17. Carolyn Andriano was a victim of Jeffrey Epstein and was a key witness in the 2021 trafficking trial of Ghislaine Maxwell. She testified that she was only 14 years old when she first met Jeffrey Epstein in 2001 and was subjected to abuse at his Palm Beach mansion for 4 years. Carolyn died of an accidental overdose on May 23, 2023, at the age of 36. 18. Bill Richardson, a former New Mexico governor who was named in court documents as an alleged associate of Epstein, died in his sleep on September 1, 2023, at age 75. In an unsealed deposition from a 2015 defamation lawsuit, accuser Virginia Jeffrey alleged she was directed by Ghislaine Maxwell to have intercourse with Richardson. 19. Virginia Jeffrey, a prominent advocate for trafficking victims and a key accuser of Jeffrey Epstein. She died by suicide on April 25, 2025, at the age of 41 in Western Australia. Her family noted that the long-term toll of her experiences had become unbearable. 20. Roy Black is most noted for helping negotiate the controversial non-prosecution agreement, NPA, that allowed Epstein to avoid a potential life sentence on federal trafficking charges. He died at the age of 80 on July 21, 2025, at his home in Coral Gables, Florida, of an undisclosed terminal illness that led to renal failure. Due to the high-profile nature of the Epstein clients list, social media rumors suggest a suspicious link between the timing of his death and the scandal surrounding Jeffrey Epstein. It is clear to the associates, friends, and victims who met Jeffrey Epstein throughout their lives that their final moments on Earth would be shrouded in mystery for eternity. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel.